This is the legendary story of the mother of streetwear. A lot of people wonder, who is this sweet little 51-year-old Chinese lady that has supplied some of your favorite rappers and celebrities with some of the most high-end and exclusive clothing that money can buy? From Playboy Carti to Travis Scott, Kai Cenat, Kylie Jenner, even J Balvin. This is the story of how this lady right here has cemented herself as one of the most legendary figures in streetwear history and also became one of the most trusted sources for rare and expensive high-end clothing. Woohoo, we're back, baby. Another video. I told you guys we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Every Wednesday and Sunday, mark your calendars. Twice a week, your boy's coming at you on YouTube. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button so we can get to 1 million subscribers by the end of this year. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you guys about the story of OG Ma. So OG Ma, whose real name is Lam Shi, I think that's how you say it. She's 51 years old and she's been collecting and selling rare and exclusive streetwear items in New York City for well over a decade now. She was able to turn this tiny little store in Chinatown, New York into a multi-million-dollar business. But before we get into that, let's start from the beginning. So, OG Ma moved to New York City all the way from China with her 2 sons in 1992, and this city is known for its roots in high-end fashion and hype culture. And by 1998, she fell in love with this brand called Supreme, which was only founded 4 years earlier. This brand was known for its roots in skateboarding culture in New York City, and she said a lot of people would laugh at her for wearing the brand because it was known as a guy brand, or like a skateboarder brand. It wasn't meant for people like OG Ma. But at the time, Supreme did something different that no other brand did. You see, every item that Supreme puts out is limited, meaning that when it sells out, it never restocks. And this created scarcity. See, if you have 10,000 people who buy from the brand and they only drop 300 pieces, what are the 9,700 other people gonna do? They're gonna go to the 300 people that bought it and pay them more. And the 300 people that got it, they get to control how much they want to sell it for because it's never restocking. And this is how the resale market was born. And OG Ma was one of the first people in New York City to capitalize on this, where her and her son founded a tiny little resale store in Chinatown, New York, and it was called Unique Hype. You see, they were one of the pioneers of hype resale stores in New York City, and in 2006, it started out a little bit slow. If you think about the fashion in 2006, not a lot of people were wearing crazy stuff like this. There was definitely a subculture or a niche for stuff like this, but in 2006, it wasn't mainstream that all celebrities were wearing Supreme and stuff like that. Now, I know there was people like Wrld, Nigo, Kanye West, but it wasn't like in today's world where you see people wearing Supreme. And originally, OG Ma worked as a babysitter for the family, but when her son asked her to help manage the store full time, everything began to change. With her sense of fashion and style, once they created the Instagram account, she quickly became the face of the store. People had began recognizing her for her crazy, over-the-top Supreme outfits. And people began to wonder, like, who is this lady with a $30,000 outfit on? And she herself actually loved the brand. It wasn't like she was just putting it on for the image or to go viral. Like, she herself stated that Supreme is one of her favorite brands and she loves the exclusivity of it. She has a huge collection of Supreme items, some of them upwards of $100,000, like this Supreme Louis Vuitton skate deck. But she, with posting these outfits, wanted to show people that it wasn't just for guys and that hype clothing didn't have like an age limit to it. Anybody could wear it. And after running the store for a while, she got the nickname from customers OG Ma. Customers began calling her this because of her extensive knowledge in OG culture of streetwear. She knew about old hype culture like Nike SB Dunks, and she knew about very rare old Supreme pieces from the 90s and early 2000s. Customers said that she was pretty much like an encyclopedia for anything streetwear. But they still hadn't had their big break until around 2014 when Wiz Khalifa came in. Now, OG Ma even stated herself that with the store being located in Chinatown, New York, people associated a lot of their stuff with being fake. For those of you who don't know, Chinatown is kind of known for counterfeit items, especially with Canal Street that runs right through the center. But when Wiz Khalifa stopped in and took a picture with OG Ma, this tiny store in Chinatown exploded. It became the hub of streetwear in New York City. Now, the store was a pioneer, being one of the first of its kind in New York City, but with the rise of hypebeast culture in 2014 to 2018, all of the celebrities went out of their way to make a stop to see OG Ma. This is where she began getting high-end clients like Travis Scott, Playboy Carti, the Kardashians, designer, anyone you could think of. OG Ma even stated that Wrld was one of her favorites. She said that he'd been shopping there for years before he became famous. She said that he was considered more of a friend and not just a celebrity client. And Wrld returned the favor when he got famous. And in October of 2018, when XXL magazine came to Wrld wanting to do a shopping spree type video with him, he said the only way that he would do it is that if he could go and do it at OG Ma's store, Unique Hype. And so they did, and the video went viral. And OG Ma has plenty of stories about celebrity clients like this, like Kylie Jenner, who she says always would bring her flowers, and J Balvin as being one of her biggest spenders the store has ever seen. She said that every time he was in town, he would buy lots and lots of Supreme clothing, especially Supreme Louis Vuitton stuff when it was hot. And he even took OG Ma out in his Maybach. I mean, there is so much history with this woman and this store. Lining the walls of the ceiling of this store, there is $100 bills that are signed by rappers and celebrities from across the world. And even back in 2017, the rapper Westside Gunn made a song about OG Ma, saying that he prays to be as fly as OG Ma. And now, this store is still open till this day in 2025, and people from around the world travel to Chinatown, New York just to meet OG Ma. She herself even said that she takes pictures almost every day in New York City, and she still to this day is the manager of this store. But not only that, she is the face of Unique Hype, and also, in my opinion, kind of the face of streetwear culture in 2016 to 2018. It seemed like every time I would get on social media, there was always pictures of rappers with OG Ma, but I didn't know who she was yet. That was until I did a little bit of research. And today, her store is still very successful, and she opened up a second store just for private celebrity clients that come by in New York City. And she also opened up another store in Hong Kong. So it's safe to say that they have outgrown the little tiny store in Chinatown, New York. And that pretty much concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. A lot of work goes into these videos. So if you haven't already, drop a like, drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notified every Wednesday and Sunday. I also try to post shorts just about every day. And if you haven't already, follow my Instagram. It's right here. I post on there pretty much every day and I respond to you guys whenever I can. And that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.